Hi everyone. In our last tutorial I showed you how to make a new A4 document and place your vintage photo of a person. Now I'm going to show you how to cut out various parts to put on this particular image. So what we're going to do is go File, and we're going to open images up this time. We're not going to place them on anything, we're just going to open the file. So I'm just going to go to Creatures, and I've chosen this butterfly image here, and I'm going to go Open. Okay, so in case you're wondering where my insect person has gone, she's just over here. So over here you've got all these various tabs, and there's my butterfly. So if you need any of them, unless you've closed them, they should be up here. Okay, so the first thing you'll notice about this image is that it has a white background, which makes it quite easy for us. So what I can do is over here I have a magic wand tool. Now if your magic wand tool is missing, you can go down here to the three dots and click on this tiny triangle, and you can edit your toolbar and select any tools that are missing and add them to this side. So for instance, I know I'm going to need this magnetic lasso eventually, so I've dragged it over, and then you can just click Done. Okay, so let's go back here to our tools, which by the way, these tools can be moved around if you need to. Over here's my magic wand. If it's missing, again, have a look under these group of tools. It might be under the quick selection tool or the object selection tool. So have a look. Wherever you see a tiny little triangle, there will be other similar tools there. So there's my magic wand, and I'm going to simply click on the white background. Now you'll notice that what it's done is it's selected everything that is that background that I just clicked on, everything that's the same color. So in this case, it's selected all of the white. Now, if you have an issue whereby, say, it selects too much, say for instance, I'll show you what I mean. So if I clicked on that, you can see that now it's selected areas that I don't want to delete. This is where the tolerance comes in. This is how much it will tolerate. So you can actually set a range. Because I don't want everything white to be selected, for instance, the antennae, I can change this tolerance level to say 5, and now it will actually select less. So to get rid of those little marching ants, which are just basically showing you what's selected, click Control or Command D, okay, and let's do that again. So I'll click on it, and this time it's selected less because I've selected a tolerance of 5. Now, what I can do is delete that. Let's just have a look at the layers for a second. You'll notice that there's a lock here. You need to unlock it before you can delete anything off the background. Okay, so I'm just going to click on it. It's now unlocked, and I can just click delete. Okay, and what you see now is a checkerboard which indicates that there's no background anymore. So all I've got is just the moth with no background. Now I'm going to get rid of the marching ants, so it's either Control or Command D depending on whether you have a Mac or a PC. So Mac, it's Command D. Okay. Now I can select the wing that I would like to put on the back of the little girl. So probably the best way to do it is with this tool here. It's just a polygonal lasso tool, because I simply want to just cut this wing off. So I'm just going to click on that, because I just basically can trace around the abdomen of the moth, and then I can just make a rough sort of shape around the moth wing. Notice how it doesn't matter if I get in too much of the background of the moth, because it is transparent after all. So then I just join the first part of my selection with the last, and it will create the marching ants. Okay, so now I can just go edit, cut. Okay, a shortcut for cut is Command or Control X. So it's a good idea to learn your shortcuts. It's a lot faster, but it's simply edit, cut, or Command or Control X. So I've cut the wing, and I'm going to go up here to where the girl is, the insect person. Oops, wrong one. This one. And I'm going to edit, paste. I can also Command or Control V. Okay, it's the same thing. So now it's pasted the wing. Not where I want it, but nor the size that I want it to be either. So what I'm going to do now is up here in my toolbox, here's my move tool. Just going to select the move tool, and I'm just going to move the wing, okay? Now, this box around the wing has these little dots, which means you can enlarge the wing, but you can also rotate the wing if you hover around one of the corners, and you get that curly sort of arrow, okay? And I'm just going to move it a little bit here now and make it just a bit smaller so it's not touching the edge. And you can see here in the layers palette, there's my background, which is the white document I made earlier on. There's the girl, and there's the wing. So I might just title that wing, and that way when my image gets more complex with lots of layers, I can find it quite easily. It's always a good idea to name your layers by simply double clicking on there and then just renaming them. Okay, so you'll notice the wing is actually on her shoulder. So I'm going to show you how to create the illusion of it being behind her shoulder. So firstly, I'm going to Command plus to enlarge it. Okay, so we can see closely. And I'm going to click on the wing layer. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change its opacity, make it more transparent so I can actually see her shoulder behind there. And then what I'm going to do is get the eraser, which is just here. Again, if you can't see it, it might be behind these erasers. Just get the simple eraser tool. When you click on any tool, you'll notice that the options up the top change. And over here, if I click on that, it's the type of brush that I've got. It's quite a soft brush. I can make it harder by dragging the cursor, and I'll get a really hard brush, which will give me a very cut out look. The soft brush will give me a soft fuzzy edge. Over here is the size of the brush, so I can make it quite large or quite small. Okay. Okay. I actually want it smaller so I've got more control. And I'm going to make it a sort of a fuzzy brush. And then I'm just going to erase. I'm going to erase the wing so it looks like it's actually behind the girl's shoulder rather than in front. So I'm just going to do that really carefully and neatly. Okay. If I make a mistake and I erase too much, right, I can just click Command Z rather, and I can get it back. Okay. I can also click X as well. So if I make a mistake, so I erase that. Okay, I can just click Command Z again. You can also go to your history over here. So, let's do that again. I've erased too much. I can go back in history over here. Okay, and I can go forward as well. Okay, so let's change the opacity back to 100% and see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks pretty good. You can see my fuzzy cutout. So you can actually harden that brush a little bit, okay, to make it more defined if you wanted to, and that might look a little bit better. Okay, so take your time and just cut it out properly. So there's my wing. So the other wing would be exactly the same. Another thing you can do to make two wings is to simply drag, let's move the palette up a bit, drag this wing into this plus here, and now you've got two wings. You've got one hidden behind the other. One's called wing and one's called wing copy. Okay, we can just call it wing 2 if you want. Okay, and if we get the move tool, you can actually move the wing, and there it is. Now you're thinking, well, it's, you know, it's the wrong way around. I can actually flip that by grabbing this edge, and I can flip it. Another thing you could do is just simply just cut out the other wing as well. You could do that as well. Now, I probably should have, oops. I probably should not have erased the wing so quickly. You can see it's actually upside down. Oops. You might have to play with that. Another option would be just to simply, oop, there we go. Oh, I think that's right. No, not really. Yeah, another option would be to get rid of that wing. So you could do that. If it's not working for you, it's not working for me at the moment, I could just simply go back to this wing, cut it out. I think that might be a better idea. Cut that one out because it's already in the right position. Okay. Try and find where I started it. Oops. At some point you're going to have trouble and you might think, how do I get out of here? Just click escape. Okay, so if I go back to my history, there it is. I just went back in history. Okay, edit, cut, and then I can just paste it onto her. Okay, and do the same thing. Now, I'm just going to show you another way to cut things out. Okay, there we go. So I've got two wings, and again, let's name it wing 2. Okay, another thing I want to show you is what happens when the object that you're cutting out doesn't have a white background. So let's open one up. So File, Open, and I'm going to go to Machines, and I've picked the wheels off this particular steam engine. Just going to open it up. Now, I'm going to cut out this wheel. Actually, I might cut out this nice decorative one instead. So this is where the magnetic lasso comes in handy. Okay, so it actually sticks to the edge of what you are cutting, but you need to sometimes help it along. You can just drag your cursor over, okay, the image, but sometimes when it can't see an edge, you might have to actually click it just to help it along. Okay, it just so happens that this edge is quite defined and I don't have to click my trackpad to help the magnetic lasso along. I'll just do that a bit. There we go. So the first and last one, there we go. Again, unlock this, edit, cut, or Command Control X. Okay, and then let's go back to our girl who's here, and Command or Control V for paste or edit paste. Okay, so just make sure, so edit, paste, there it is there. Okay, If you can't see it, it might be behind the wing, but you'll notice that it's on the very top layer. You know, I could hide it underneath a wing by simply changing its order, but I'm not going to do that. So there we go. That I'm going to just put that there. Yeah, or maybe down here. Okay, so that's how you would cut out something that doesn't have a white background. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that for now. I've shown you how to use the magnetic lasso to cut out things. I've shown you how to use the polygonal lasso to cut out things, and also the magic wand tool to cut out things when they've got a plain background. So give that a go and start adding some machine parts and insect parts to your person. Okay, thanks. Bye.